and the WBCA Coach of the Year finalist, guiding her team to a perfect 33-0 record, having not lost a home conference game since December of 2017. Please welcome host Juli Fulks.
Script for today, and then I believe every single person up here and Maddie talks about all of that. So I'm going to go off the cuff, pure bad. When I look around this room, starting with the stage, and all the people, that sounds about right. I am just so grateful and blessed. There is just a gym full of people that have found ways to add joy to our journey and help us meet this dream that we put into the world last May. And for those of you who don't know, if you follow a little bit in the media, you've probably heard this story. Last May, we all sat out there in the plaza, and we collectively went through last season and why we thought it was so amazing. But then we're really honest in our vulnerabilities on the court as people of what we thought might have held us back. And we had the note cards that everybody referenced. And not talking about it really, everybody wrote their dreams for their life, not just basketball dreams. And everybody wrote win a national championship. And as we were talking through this, I will admittedly, I got a little nervous as a head coach. Not because I didn't think we could win, but I never wanted the national championship to define what was going to be the next 11 months of our lives. Because getting to come together every day was really the biggest win. And every time we got to step on the court and we had our friends and family there, every time we went to class and we had staff and faculty there, we wanted to make sure we honored every one of those moments, regardless of the outcome. And when you talk about our team being fearless and how they showed calm, I actually believe that was what led to this. Their immense gratitude for being able to show up every day, to do that with their friends and family, was what led us to victory when it mattered most. There are all sorts of crazy stories. I have enjoyed hearing all of them. You know, one of them last night was one of our assistant coach's wife was at a bowling alley in Louisville, and they had the game on every screen. I've heard stories from all across the country of everybody watching this game. And to know the impact that this group has had on everybody's lives, for me, has been one of the best parts of all of this. And I've got numerous emails from other administrators, our NCAA site reps. Dr. Lewis talked about it. And their demeanor, how they go about everything, people refer to them as joyous, grateful, respectful, appreciative, and that means so much to me that every person that gets to interact with our team sees them for the amazing young women that they are, and I applaud you guys for that. And everything, I really believe, starts with leadership. And 9 years ago, I was lucky enough to have Dr. Juli hire me. And there's no doubt that we have the best athletic director in the country. She has put together one of the best athletic staffs. And it is true, there is a lot of ribbing that goes on in the hallways. But there is so much more. You know, we have our baseball and men's soccer programs that were very generous in letting us use some of their athletes for our male practice players. We have men's basketball that is our biggest cheerleader, and they help us in every way possible, from game planning to occasionally letting us have the courts and everything in between. Our softball coach, if you don't know, he used to coach basketball, and he pressed all the time. And he and I had multiple conversations last week about what worked against them. And he was so generous with his time in helping me come up with a game plan. And so I'm just grateful for everybody that's been on our staff, that's reached out, that has helped this group reach their goals. We really work in a remarkable place, and I am quite sure there is no better staff in the country, so thank you. And I do want to have a personal thank you that nobody else thanked. I would like to thank our batshit crazy fans who have been there all together. And to my family that's at home, Michelle, my parents, they have been through all of the seasons, including the first one that was 5-20, 19 years ago. And they came out every year, whether we won, lost, and have always been there. And I am so grateful. My entire family drove to Texas, aunts, uncles, they have little kids. That was quite the feat. And the best trophy picture I have is with 5 of my nieces and nephews holding it in the lobby. And I am so blessed to have their love and support, so thank you. The last thing I want to add, and maybe this will cut off some of the media later, is I've been asked over and over, what this means to our team, our community, and me. And I think Maddie and everybody on stage has collectively answered what this means for our team and community. But over the last few days of reflecting and going through it all, to me it means getting to work with really great people, first off. I have the best coaching staff that anybody could ever ask. And I really believe at this point they could do it without me because we just turn and all say the same things at the same time. And so for Lauren Juli, please stand. Lauren is a Transy graduate. And like all Transy graduates, she just breaks barriers. And Lauren is a firefighter for the Nicholasville Fire Department and is the first female ever to be named lieutenant. Who not only let her daughter coach with us for 7 years before we were able to also convince her to be on staff. A huge shout out to her. She was a member of the 1982 UK SEC team, the first team to ever win the SEC tournament from UK. She has been an unbelievable addition to our program. If there's anybody that's done all of the shooting with people, anything that's asked, and in charge of all the free throws. Last year, one of the reasons we didn't beat Trine was we didn't shoot it well from the free throw line, and we made sure starting that week we were shooting 100 free throws a day, and it paid off, and we needed every one of them against NYU and every one of them against Crystal Newport. Tim Weitzel is back in Oregon with his family. I thank his wife and daughter for letting us borrow him for the last month. He has been a dear friend, mentor, and assistant for 19 years, and there is no doubt, and you would know if you were in Dr. Shake's class when he gave his talk, we have the best mathematical plan going into every game, and we are very grateful, and I am very grateful for everything he has done and all the time he gave us in the last 6 weeks. And then last, Hannah Garrow, please stand up. Hannah was this year's WBCA 30 under 30, which is an award for all 3 divisions and names the top 30 coaches under 30 in the entire country, and that is a huge group to be selected from, so congratulations. Hannah does it all. She's also a faculty member, so she really does do it all. And we are so grateful. She does all the individual workouts. Hannah makes my job easy every day. And I am so grateful for you as a coach and a friend. Thank you. And the last thing I would like to leave this with in terms of what does this mean to me. For me, I'm a biology major, scientist at heart, and my players know what a nerd I really am. And this championship proved that the science is correct. Joy, gratitude, and happiness really is a competitive advantage, and we got rings to prove it.
And go!